Hi. So this will be a review for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 30. Overall thoughts, good but bad. So it's a mix of both. So we'll start with the good things, or the things that it improved upon. Um, so like with the Goku Black Zamasu thing, there is no meaningless mystery on Jiren being stronger than Vermaud and potentially every other god. So yeah, and the reason I hated that in the anime is because it allowed us to speculate, like, oh, who's stronger than this god, and it ended up being the obvious answer, Jiren, and so that was basically meaningless. So I like that it's like direct and to the point over here. Goku doesn't struggle with the 100 tack equals 48-minute thing, so that's good. I forget if that was exactly a problem in the anime because I can't be bothered enough to go and check an episode of a show that I hate, right? But I forget if that was a problem in the anime. But knowing Toei, they probably had Goku fumble about with the numbers and all that. Unless I'm misremembering, there wasn't a rule about no flying either, so that's good. It could have been there in like one of the previous chapters. Again, I didn't check, but if there isn't a rule, I feel like that rule is totally unnecessary. If it's there, okay, fine, whatever. We'll just have to hope that the rule isn't broken in the manga like it has been in the anime. So, they're also quick to credit Goku for giving them a chance to live, although there's actually a moment later in the chapter that kind of like contradicts this. So, and when I say they, I mean Kaioshin, and I basically mean Kaioshin since he's the one that says it. We also see Toppo's ship. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we never saw it in the anime. So yeah, Toppo's ship was cool. I like the moment where Vegeta's holding Bra. That was nice. And the main best part about this chapter was Jiren. Okay, Jiren is characterized better in a couple pages than he is in 20 plus episodes of the anime. So over here we know that he's devoted to justice. He doesn't even kill his enemies, and he also has a secret wish / motive to fulfill. I also liked his shrinking device. I thought that was kind of like not cute, but a little just like like a little like it induced a chuckle in me, a little funny. And what was also interesting was his willingness to let Universe 11 be destroyed at the sake of others not being destroyed. That's kind of interesting to me. Maybe he just seeks to protect as much life as he can for some reason. He's just like a true hero at heart. There were a couple things that the manga kept for this arc, though, that I don't like. The 28 planet bullshit, which again is bad writing because it's inconsistent with Frieza having planet number 79 back in the Namek arc. Remember the planet Vegeta landed on before he set off for Namek? That was actually planet number 79, Frieza planet number 79. So that's one reason it's inconsistent, but it's also bad writing for the reason that it makes it seem like Frieza's empire isn't shit. Which, by the way, 28 planets is still a lot. But, I mean, come on. Like, that to Earth, like, we are, like, earlier in Super, they said that Earth was at the edge of the universe. So there's only, so if this is the universe, Earth is here, there's only 28 planets in between, like, in this circular, or, you know, this spacious space. So that was dumb. And Goten and Trunks are, again, left out for no fucking reason, this time by Vegeta. Despite the fact that they are stronger than Krillin, Roshi, and Tien. Which again makes no sense to me because these dudes fought Buu as Gotenks back in the Buu arc, and now you don't want them to do anything. It's fucking ridiculous. Goku, Gohan, when they were children, were all fighting to save the world, and now Goten and Trunks suddenly can't do it just because. They actually think like I mean, and don't get me wrong, they have like kind of like taken liberties with like when they fought Buu, like they only revealed to use Super Saiyan 3 towards the end. Right, instead of going Super Saiyan 3 right off the bat and trying to kill him, but I mean that's really the only one instance. You would think that Goten and Trunks learned their lesson since then, unless Toyotaro and Toriyama forget and just like, oh, let's have them do it again. But still, it's still fucking bad writing. There's no reason Tien and Roshi and Krillin should be in here before Goten and Trunks. And now we'll get to the things that the manga made worse for this arc, right, for chapter number 30. And there was a lot. So there's a lot of like unnecessary like panels in this chapter. There's Toyotaro's unnecessary need to characterize Goku by having him be excited at Jiren being stronger than Toppo. Like there's like these like couple of panels like, oh yeah, I'm so excited, like over and over again. As we've seen this like so many times like in the other chapters, and then we get it once again over here. Champa's collecting the Super Dragon Balls again, but for what we don't know. And I forget if the anime had Champa collect them before the Grand Priest and Zeno took them. And if it were Toriyama drawing this chapter, he wouldn't show the reaction of the gods who were exempt from the tournament. Like there was like this, there's like these 4 panels showing the gods. It was Iwin, Arak, Liquor, and Gin, and their respective Kaioshin and angels, right? And they were all breathing a sigh of relief because they were exempt from the tournament. So if it was Toriyama showing that, he wouldn't have shown like the reaction like of all the guys being like oh, like that. And it's not a major problem, but why does Whis know it's 39 hours before the Tournament of Power starts, or like right off the bat? That was kind of odd to me because like there's no way to know that unless there was a time limit given before that I'm forgetting about. Then we have Toyotaro with more unnecessary panels of Goku being, let's do our best, and Beerus having to reaffirm how scary Grand Priest and Zeno are, and Goku calling Beerus a glut. Just a lot of like unnecessary panels and actions by the characters after they arrive back on the Kaioshin planet. Like, there's really no need. And there's also more unnecessary plotting when we get to Vermaud blowing the ball up with his breath, and then Margarita for some reason says how pretty, and like there's no like need. Like in that sort of moment, you don't have someone like comment like that, you know, like on the totality of the scene. Usually in an anime or something, they would just like let the petals fall with no commentary, and then they'll have Vermaud say something at the end, and that's it. But Margarita has the need to go and say like, oh, how pretty, like why? When Vegeta finds out about the Tournament of Power, and this is what I was saying earlier, he starts blaming Goku for this when, like I said earlier, Kaioshin had said that it's only thanks to him that they have a chance. Once again, Vegeta is a fucking dumbass for some reason because Toyotaro is just writing him this way. And Vegeta then has the need, again, more unnecessary thing to say that Goku barely passed a test back in the Universe 6 arc. Who cares? Like, why, like, what's the purpose of bringing that up? Like, that's useless. It doesn't do anything. It's just more useless. Like, ah ha ha, Goku's dumb. Vegeta is also stupid for saying he's not going to attend because his baby could be born anytime, which is Bra, obviously. Yet, if he doesn't go, then Universe 7 will be destroyed anyway. So, once again, we get like an Android 17 anime moment where he's like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck if we get destroyed. It's whatever. At least with Jiren, it made sense because he's just so devoted to justice. But here, Vegeta's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. Baby, bro, my baby's going to be born, so I won't participate, even though it might mean my universe might be destroyed later, and all of us will die together. Oh, that's awesome. Bra was drawn horrendously, for sure. Once again, reaffirming that Goku wasn't there for Gohan's birth was trash. Too much time is spent on Bra's birth, too, with Bulma saying, I want to have more babies. Like, it's just like this whole page of, like, after Bra's born, just being like, oh yeah, if you can keep doing this, I want to have more babies. Like, once again, it's just useless dialogue. Then Kaioshin says that he doesn't check out the other plans for other strong fighters, and this, once again, is inconsistent writing, because he probably already did that for Bibbidi, Bobbidi, and Boo before he tracked them down to Earth. You know? It's just so fucking stupid. Toyotaro, and again, I keep saying, like, the unnecessary stuff, but again, we have it, like, Beerus saying, don't argue with Bulma. And, like, these just aren't natural reactions or natural lines of dialogue for these characters to have. And I'm stroking the shit out of my beard, but I can't help it, right? Anyway, once again, Goku knows that, Goku not knowing Monika's weak bullshit is brought up again. He's like, oh yeah, why can't Monika come? And, oh, because he's actually tired. And, again, I've already said, like, why this is bullshit, but against so many characters, like, he knew Mr. Satan was weak. He knew Raccoon couldn't beat him in a fight, and for some reason he thinks that Monika is weak. Yeah, that's all bullshit. And I also wish Toyotaro was clearer with Gohan whether he likes fighting or not. Because Goku has this reaction where he goes like, oh, he doesn't like fighting. And obviously with my video we know that he doesn't love fighting, but he does like it. Beerus for some reason has an odd reaction to hearing about 18 being an android, and I don't really know like why he had that. He was like, she's still a human on this cellular level, and then Beerus is like, I'll pretend I didn't hear that, but like why? Like what's so like provocative? Or I didn't get the point of that. For some reason, and it's a nice callback, I'll admit, but for some reason an alien from Dr. Masahiro and Arale-chan is an enemy of the Pride Troopers, right? So the Pride Troopers go to this planet, right? And then Ortapa goes to the planet where the other Pride Troopers are, and they're trying to save like these people. And there's an alien from Dr. Masahiro and Arale-chan there as an enemy. And it's like this, it's that one, I forget the name, but it's like the alien with like the crab claws. and like the wires in its back and shit. Anyway, and for some reason, Toppo, despite being able to defeat Super Saiyan Blue, can't escape this alien's breath attack where it paralyzes them. And yeah, it's bullshit. Super Saiyan Blue, Saiyan tier opponent is being stopped by paralyzing breath. Yeah, it's pretty trash. And then Vermaud's grammar when talking about Jiren's wish was so like it's not necessarily. I mean, it's technically bad writing, but not like bad writing when it comes to like in story, like lore universe kind of thing. It's just like I didn't understand like what he was saying when he was talking about like Jiren's wish. Like, are you going to like so he was telling Kaioshin like, why don't you use him as bait? And then Kaioshin was like, are you sure? I don't know, just like that exchange of dialogue when they were talking about Jiren's motive and wish was like really terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much my review of the chapter. I'm trying to make this as short as I can. So there was a lot of good stuff, namely not a lot of good stuff, but there was some good stuff, namely the stuff with Jiren. But there was a lot of shit that they kept in, and a lot of like trash, just like reactions and lines of dialogue that really made no sense and were nonsensical. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.